Hello guys and welcome to episode 31 of the Road to Glory. Of Simply the Best, Simply the Best of the Road to Glory, where I trade to as many of the best players, best versions of players as possible. So it's like, you know, I say best Ronaldo, best blah 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 blah. Alright, so what have we done? We have sold some players on. Van Dijk we bought for 15k yesterday, sold for 27k. Just clearing out the club at the moment, picking up some. Actually, I'll show you what investments we're going. So there you go, let's just show proof that we're selling the Forsberg for 36 and 35. We've only started doing that. We were selling them for 31 last night, but you know, cry me a river. Still 15k a card, and I think I had like 8 and 9 to sell. We're on 3 million, which is banging, and our investment of the quote-unquote debt, I guess, as such. Now we do have up until 6, which is like another 7 hours to do this. It is Brahimi. Now the reason I rate Brahimi is, and I'll show you this. Of course, the Bakayoko formation is a 4-1-2-1-2 bracket 2, which means no left or right mids are needed. As a result of no left or right mids being needed for this SBC, it means that they were all dropped, obviously. So I'll show you an hourly graph of like yesterday. Right, yesterday wasn't amazing. What's that? Friday. So we're not doing any justice. Screw it. We'll go back here then. So July the 14th, which would have been presumably some of the first SBCs they dropped. Maybe when they dropped the what's it called? Dropped the Herrera SBC and the PLOC. The guy would have been up to about 6.8. Means it probably was up to about 7-8k. Obviously averaging out the day. And then sitting around about 6k for the next 2 days, which isn't too bad. So what I'm doing right now is picking up loads of Brahimis. Now, one of the problems at the moment is there just isn't too much at the moment that is good to invest in, because, of course, anyone probably 85 and above is inflated because of the Bakayoko. Even the 84s are inflated. The 83s, you can go and buy the 83s, but you know, there's not much money per card to flip. So I'm going with Brahimi at the moment, as I say, hopefully a flip, picking him up for about 4.2k, and hopefully flipping for about, flipping him for like 7-8k would be actually banging, it's like doubling my coins. Another person I'm going for is Di Maria, because at the moment, of course, on this transfer list, I'm trying to go for high profit over like mass investing in cheap players, like value for money as such. So second person we're going right here is Di Maria. Looking at Di Maria's price graph, you know, went up here to 14, which means he would have been sitting at probably about 15, 16 for the day, and then chilled at about 14k after that. So the plan of action right now is to fill up the transfer list with Di Maria's and Brahimi's. Of course, I'm streaming, so this makes it a little bit harder to pick them up. And clear out the club and buy 83s. A lot of players that are down as well are Vitolos and Nanis, because of course, again, they're more left wings and left mids, therefore not being used in the current formation. So, what I guess I'll show you is, I don't know, when we win some investments or do a little bit of sniping or whatever. So, we are back. We've done the Bakayoko SBC. Cost me 100.5k, so 100k and 500 coins. And we've also done a lot of investing, so I'll give you a little update. Here we go. Here's the squad. Happy days. Basically, I looked at how Footbin did it and was like, hey, you did it for 20k more than me. You know, sorry, you know, we did 20k cheaper than Footbin. Happy days. There you go. Use a bunch of goalkeepers, use a bunch of Spanish. Happy days. There's the team, 105k. I'm never going to use them whatsoever. But hey, it's the best Bakayoko. And there he goes. Look at him, beautiful, you know. He's got the kind of like the bird shit haircut, to be honest, you know. But hey, each to their own, you know. I would judge. So there you go. There's good old bird shitty Oko. It's a bit rude. Let me go on to some of the investments. So we've been investing in left backs. So the reason we've been buying left backs is because they of course dropped the left back footage yesterday, and because of that, everyone's selling their informed left backs. So like all left backs, in packs or not in packs, are like cheap. So Marcel, who isn't even in packs, went down from like 25 down to like 14k. So there's him. Young went from like 22 to 14k. Gulam went to 30 to 15k, because of course he's like a couch rate player. Tellez went from 40 to 20k, and these guys aren't even in packs at the moment. So the plan of action is to buy these, sell them tonight when they need an SBCs. I'll give you a little heads up. So we've got Marcel's for 14 and under, Young's for 15 and under, Tellez for 20 and under. We also have loads of stuff over Hazia. Yeah, you got him over it. I'll also show some marquee matchups. Got some Di Maria's because he's got kind of cheap. Got some Vasacos for under 15, Gulam for, going for 17, going for 17. Going for 15, going for 15. Got all these Zubas for 12.50, not bad. You know, it's a cheap inform from a good league. Got some Ruselins here at the end for 15. He's 9 packs. I don't even know why he's down. He's league gun. There's some right there. Let's jump into the club quickly. It's got sitting on 2.6 mil, which is kind of nice. Tellers, Will Grigoth, just chilling. Oh yeah, we did a little bit of marquee match investing. We've only done 2 teams, but it's nothing mad. Basically using footbinners, using the marquee matchup side as always. Just done the Roma and Spurs one, so I'll show you this right here. Premier League Spurs. Today. There they are. Boom. Rose is super cheap. Dembele is super cheap, which actually might end up this one not being too good, because they've actually had 2 footies players like who are Spurs, so they're flooded on the market. But yeah, there's that, you know, happy days. And then we jump into Calcio quickly. And we've got the Roma players. Today would be good. And there you go, there's the Roma players right there. Happy days, they're all cheap as well. There's a bunch of transfers, a bunch of non-rares. And there you go, so that's that little segment. I'm probably going to do loads of inform buying of the left backs. I might not even show you anything till 6. But hey ho, there it is. There's a little update. There's the Bakayoko. So they're 105k. Look at this, you know. My far superior intellect over Footbin. Look, Footbin did 100k and 5. Footbin, all the you know, low IQ minds together couldn't do it any cheaper than 115k. You know. Thank God you got me, YouTube. But there you go. So there it is. Bakayoko cost me 105k. Happy days. On to the, I mean, here's actually, I guess, the squad right here. But we actually managed to snipe some of the players. Look, ours is 107 right there. Even with, like, updated prices, still at least 10k cheaper. Don't always follow Footbin, like, be, you know, just, I don't know. It's actually quite hard to work out. But there you go. There's a team. On to whoever the next so. So, we've got ourselves around about 2 minutes now before the SBC. I'll show you what we got. Now, I accidentally sent all the stuff on my watch list to my club. So, I actually don't have much room on my transfers, which is horrible for SBCs. Because, it's just horrible. So, yeah, these are what we bought. So, we've got ourselves loads of Kolasinacs or loads of Marcel's under 14, loads of Zubas under 12.5, loads of Telez's for a mixture of under 15.5, under 21 for the 86 one. So, reason you'll see me gone fully with left backs is because, of course, we had the left back vote, and, you know, they've all been flooded on the market, even though they're not in packs. We've got Ziegler's right here for 14.5. We got some Ruslan's here 15, so you can actually see we've got a nice spread, you know, between BPL, Liga, and Coutre. So if they release, let's say, a footies card and they want like one, I don't know, Coutre, one Bundesliga player, we've near enough got everything covered. You know, we do have Bundesliga, we do have Prem, we do have the Liga, and we do have the Coutre, the likes of Gulam and Rodriguez. So I think the only thing we'd be missing would be the Liga. We even have a few Vasalcos, so you know, it's not looking bad. But yeah, so we could also get some generic. See, the one thing I have ready on the pre-search is going to be these. You know, if they start to drop the Kaka and and obviously Orlando players are needed, we can just jump on here, buy as many players as possible. Would be surprised if they don't decide to max out, you know. Even if I go 4 or 5, I wonder how many is... Yeah, they could max out. So yeah, 20 seconds ago. So you're going to do, of course, I've got the Bakayoko today. Which expensive SBC is going to make me do today? We've got 2.1 mil sitting around as well, so that's good. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, to the 6, to the 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's see what we're going to get today. The footies we get Andres Iniesta, Luigi Buffon. Oh, don't tell me nothing. Nothing. Oh, don't be nothing. No, this promo was doing so well. They were doing so well. They're doing so well of dropping daily content, man. They're doing so well. So well at dropping daily. I was thinking about this. I was like, bro, if they don't drop footies today, not only is it obviously nothing today, but it means that they're not dropping everything every day. Apparently we got packs. Oh, for God's sake, man. Store. What packs are you giving us? Like, just that so dead. It's back in our FIFA quickly. That's disappointing, man. That's disappointing. Because I thought we were going to get the SBCs every single day. You know. Obviously, I heavily pre-invested for it, but damn, man. We thought we were getting daily promos. I mean, I guess maybe today is Sunday. Sunday is allegedly the day EA do take off, so, I mean, you know, that could have something to do with it, but it's just disappointing. So there you go. There's that. I guess our informed we'll just have to list up for lazy buyers, and we'll have to, I don't even know what we'll do for the rest of the day. Don't know, I'm lost, you know, I'm lost. We've got nothing today. You know, will we ever get another SBC? Who knows? But yeah, disappointing. Maybe something at 7, who knows? But yeah, sad times. All right, on to the next. So it is the morning after, and I've realised there is near enough no content really in this video. So decided to spend the last half an hour buying market matchups, investments, and show you that. Also, check out the showers. My hair is questionable. Alright, so let me show you the market matchups. So if you don't know, market matchups are a weekly thing we do get, where games for the up and coming week, you know, are used in a SBC compiling of four games and obviously 8 teams. So game numero uno this week, and there's a site called FIFA Analytics. I have a link down to it down below. Team numero uno, or game numero uno, is Roma versus Spurs. So we head over to Roma right here. And there we go. So basically what I've done is I bought every Roma player of which is, you know, decent price. So For the rares, I'd probably pay up to 1.2k. For the non-rares, I'd probably pay up to 1k. The reason you pay a fair bit is because... Oh, I have some hair in my mouth. Is because these guys are used in the Roma SBC in like the Calcio A League SBC anyway, so you know, although you might be playing like a 1k for a gold, that's actually what they go for, just because of the League SBC. But there you go, so, you know, got 2 pages of Roma players, very good. Roma's an okay team, you know, they do have a fair few cheap golds, but nonetheless not too bad. We then head over to like Spurs. Right, Hazia. So there you go, got like Spurs right here. Now, probably Spurs, this marking matchup, if, you know, if Spurs won by themselves might not be good. So in these marking matchups, sometimes they'll be like, alright, 2 Roma, 2 Spurs, or they'll be like 2 Roma or Spurs players, and you can use a mix or either. Is that both Dembele and Rose have been Footies players, therefore spanned on the market, but nonetheless, we've got ourselves a few players there. Aurea. Oh, another thing I can say as well is when doing this, if people have had upgraded cards like Davies, you can go and buy both Davies. I mean, both of them cost me 8 and 600. You'll have to pay more for the older version, therefore the pre-upgraded card, which means you can store 2 in the club. And there you go. Obviously got all the bronze and silvers. You know, these weren't 200 coins. Last week we did see the Bayern Munich bronzes got to as much as the gold, so that doesn't hurt. So, game numero dos, I guess we'll stay in the Premier League, and that is Man United versus Milan. There's the Man United players. I think I paid up to 1.2k, but I did play a little bit more for Blind, just because he was transferred. So yeah, of course it means his card doesn't impact anymore. Right, so Phil Jones, not too many players for Man United. So all we can see is if they drop them as a marquee matchup, you'd want to buy them quite fast, because a lot of the Man United players are either transferred or they're very expensive. So I say if they want like 2 Man United players, they are a great team to go and snap up. And again, back over the Calcio then. It is the likes of Milan. Now Milan also at the moment are quite good because of course they've been used off the back of being needed for the Pirlo SBC, therefore they're already pretty rare. Seeing that I've actually picked up very minimum amount of players, minimum, whatever amount of players right here, so of course if they're needing the SBC they wouldn't be too bad to go and get, but of course with these, seeing I've paid about 600 coins for the non-rare and up to 1.2 for the rare. So the next team we're heading is back over to the Prem, and that is Arsenal. So these Arsenal players have played a miscellaneous amount. Again, we got the Kolasinac there, but buying both versions. Him we bought for 2k, but that was actually for an SBC not too long ago. But yeah, not too much for the non-rares. 400 coins, I'd say more than always happy to get the silvers as well for a few coins. But there you go, Arsenal got itself 3 pages, which isn't bad. And also do find themselves playing against Atletico Madrid. Now, Atletico Madrid is inflated because of the anticipation of a Torres end of era. But nonetheless, you know, you can buy some of the 83s, and they're not that, you know, they're good value for money as such. Or they're not so expensive. But yeah, there's not too many because, you know, the Saka's up to about 1.6 nowadays. Partly, I think there's probably about 5 or 6 that are cheap. That being partly Vieto, Adan, Rodrigo, and that's it. So again, if they want Atletico players, they'll obviously get quite inflated very fast. So back over to the Premier League. Can't get away from them, can we? But there you go, got Chelsea, Christensen right there, a little bit pricey right there for 1.9, but hey ho, pay a little bit. Of course, we've got Bakayoko, got flooded on the market, so he might obviously be a little bit of a negative, but there we go, we've got loads of golds, you know, they're definitely not lacking in golds, got a few silvers, got Mate I went to school with, and there you go, got the bronzes. Did complete the Bakayoko obviously in this episode, there he is. Next team we have is finally the last of the big games. Oh no, not the last, is the penultimate last game. Is again we got Spurs versus Barcelona. So we've already gone through Spurs. Of course, that just had the Rose and what's it called? And the Dembele. Of course, we're still cheap. And we got like Barcelona. No, struggle to find Barcelona in the Bundesliga. FC Barcelona, there you go. So Barcelona, again, these are relatively pricey anyway, but you can get a few good ones. I like the likes of Gomez, 1.3 for that rare. I mean, Roberto's not bad, but yeah, these are a little bit pricey. See, I'm paying like 1.5, 2k for the Roberto's. But there is the likes of Barcelona. So last team we do have is Man United versus Liverpool. Of course, we've already gone through Man United for the Milan game. Now it's the Liverpool game. Sorry, I keep touching my hair, but it's going in my eyes, and I've just kind of shout. Okay, just bear with. Alright, so these are obviously inflated as well because of the Torres anticipation, but yeah, nonetheless, you know, you got a few there for 2k. Got him for 1.9, him for 1k. Oh, where is he? Is it Mignolet? No, Karras. Oh, dude, what was it? Him versus Dortmund. Luckily, Liverpool getting a good old Alisson, you know. Not for the entertainment reasons of a neutral, but, you know, nonetheless. There you go, best centre-back in the world right there, Lovren. the self-proclaimed at least, and they got a few silver and front bronzes. We've actually got a lot of Liverpool players. So now we head out of that, and we actually go over to a league, and that is the MLS. Now, actually, there has been some brand new transfers today because LAFC have got a few new players, one including Horta and another being in Guy. There you go, just picked up the rest of these, and actually what I might do is discard my untradeable Simon and buy tradable Simon, and that's just because, you know, I can make, let's say the goes 4K, of course I can't make 4K on an untradeable, but I could make it on a tradable. But there you go, there's that. You know, I bought these silvers for like 600, 300 and whatever, and bought these for like 400 a piece, and that they're playing against that other team from Los Angeles and this team right here. Obviously the bronze silvers are already quite inflated, but nonetheless, you know, people with a small handful of players. A few last teams to go with, in fact only one more team I think left to go with, is Locomotive versus SK. Now there are about 3 other teams, but hey, not that I'm lazy, I'm just a little, I think there's less chance than being in there. I might buy them during the day, but here you go, there's my SK Moscow, got absolutely loads of players, bought these for very, very cheap, 450 for all the non-rares, I think it's like 700 for each rare, there you go. Next, there you go, and Locomotive. And there's like a Locomotive, got ourselves our rares for about 800, 700, and got on rares for 500. Again, I haven't gone too hand on these latter teams. But yeah, cheers for watching episode 31, I think we're on. Definitely not the 1 million we made yesterday, but nonetheless, you know, this episode I guess is quite good in the sense that we did the BAKAYOKO for you guys and gone through market match investments, because of course you can still invest in these because I'm literally uploading this like probably 3 hours after I've just done this little recording. So yeah, go mad. Thank you much for watching. Apologise about the haircut. Everything you do see is near enough live stream, so check that down below. Feel free to check my Twitter when I do go live and upload. You can subscribe for free of Amazon Prime on my Twitch and get bi-daily trading guides. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to watch more content. Of course, if you guys don't know, this is my pre-FIFA 19 Road to Glory. So I finished college like last month, and I wanted to give me something to do. So what I'm doing is I'm trialing my next year's Road to Glory. So obviously this Road to Glory where I trade to as many of the best players as possible, I won't be able to, it will be very hard for me to be able to accomplish the whole thing this year. But it's more of a trial for next year, so I'm getting like editing and all that malarkey down. So yeah, once again, cheers for watching episode 31, and I shall see you guys tomorrow with hopefully a more active SV, because of course we didn't get anything today. So yeah, hopefully more active rash investing sort of video.